Now let us invite the Campaign 100 Chairperson, PIP Dr. Yamada, and the Vice-Chairperson, PIP Frank Moore, to enlighten us about the campaign and the current status.
1社目のライオンズの皆さん、こんにちは。今日は1社目フォーラムのご挨拶で、ビデオをお送りしたいと思います。全世界が今、コロナバイラスのパンデミックで大変な状況にあるものですから、みんなオンラインで行うことになっております。今、世界では我々キャンペーン100を展開しておりまして、1社目の方たちにも非常に皆さんに協力していただいているわけですけれども、こういったコロナバイラスの中ではなかなかとパーソントゥーパーソンでお話をすることができません。そんな中でフォーラム、そしてまたキャンペーン100の拡大というのをお話しするというのは非常に苦しいところがあります。しかしちょうど昨日あたりワクチンがイギリスで開発され、それが一般の方にも使われるようになりました。もうあと半年または1年という中でなんとかパンデミックは収まるというふうに思いますけれども、アフターコロナの状況においてはやはりこのパンデミックでかなりひどい状況になった困った方たちの生活を我々ある程度カバーしていかなくちゃいけないと、そういうためにもキャンペーン100のこのドネーションが必要なわけであります。ちょうどこのキャンペーン100、本来ならばモントリオール大会で終了するところであったわけですけども、1年延長になりまして、皆さん方のインド、デリーでの国際大会が終了のポイントになります。それまで困った方のためにもキャンペーン100に協力願いまして、そして皆さん方のライオニズムの効用に挑戦していただくことを心から望むわけであります。この1社目フォーラムが成功裏に終わることを記念いたしまして、私の挨拶に返させていただきます。どうもありがとうございました。
Good day, Lions. It's wonderful to join so many fellow humanitarians today. I'm grateful for the opportunity to gather like this, and that technology has made this wonderful event possible. To those who are new members of Lions, the greatest service organization in the world, welcome to a fellowship of 1.4 million Lions strong. You have found a home here, and we are grateful you have joined us in service. My name is Frank Moore, and I am a past international president of Lions Clubs International. I also have the distinct honor of serving as International Vice-Chairperson of Campaign 100, supporting our campaign's International Chairperson, Dr. Jitsuhiro Yamada. I join you today from my home country, the United States of America. Before I share some thoughts, I want to extend my sincere gratitude to the organizing committee of this interactive and very educational forum. Thank you, past International Director and LCIF Trustee Vijay Gumuraju, past International Director Vera Prasad Chigaraputi, and multiple Council Chair Dr. M. Sirivasa Raju. The breadth of programming you have created is truly extraordinary. I know that with all of today's programming on Lions Clubs International Foundation and the wonderful content you will explore related to Campaign 100, each of you will realize how critical it is to increase your engagement with our campaign. After all, it is your support of LCIF that makes it possible for Lions Eye Hospitals in India and around the world to give the gift of sight. It was fundraising from LCIF after last year's devastating earthquake that helped Lions, including some of you attending today, rebuild not only structures but also lives. And how many of you have helped a child, a family, a community live safer, healthier, more fulfilling lives through your service, empowered by grant funding from LCIF. The fact that you are here today tells me you care deeply for your neighbors and are committed to improving our world. Your attendance at this important forum tells me you are ready to fully immerse yourselves in embracing our new normal to lead Campaign 100 to success. I need not tell you that COVID-19 has dealt a hardship on the world. Our families and friends have fallen ill, too many lives have been taken, economies have suffered, and everyday norms set aside in the name of health and safety. These realities are numbing, but so are these. 2.2 billion people globally live with visual impairment. 1/3 of teens have been bullied recently. Do you realize that 25 million people are displaced by sudden disasters each and every year? Or that 6 million people will be affected by measles? Diabetes, it's not just wreaking havoc on your part of the world. 1 in 11 of us globally suffers from the debilitating, often deadly disease. Then there is childhood cancer. 300,000 new cases devastate families each year. My pantry and refrigerator are full, but 1 in 9 of us lack sufficient foods to stay healthy. And by 2025, 1/2 the world will live in water-stressed areas. My point is this: a global pandemic has not erased the world's needs or the needs in India, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, your country, or mine. COVID-19 overshadowed these very real challenges and complicated our ability to raise funds to serve our world, which is very much in need. Complicated. Notice the word. Notice I said complicated, not halted our ability to raise funds for our campaign, our foundation, and our service for those eye clinics, that earthquake relief, those diabetes screenings, and so much more. If we are to serve, and to serve even more effectively, and increase the impact of our service, we need funding. It is that simple. Now, I agree, times are challenging. Dr. Yamada and our Constitutional Area 6 Campaign 100 International Committee members, PID and Trustee Vijay Kumar Raju and PID GS Hora, acknowledge our global pandemic has presented obstacles to building campaign awareness and fundraising. We also know that circumventing these obstacles is absolutely possible. We have witnessed promising fundraising progress in other parts of the world also hit hard by COVID-19. Recognizing the challenges, time needed to rethink strategies, and knowing it is imperative that Campaign 100 reach its full potential, the LCIF Board of Directors earlier this year extended our campaign by 1 year. Campaign 100 now runs through June 30, 2022. We have a full 12 additional months, 18 more months total, to reach our campaign financial goal of $300 million US. Need I remind you where many of us will be in 18 months on June 30th, 2022? That's right. The eyes of the Lions world will be squarely on you as we gather in New Delhi for our 2022 Lions International Convention. And when the world is looking at you, what will they see? Will they see that adversity won? That the global pandemic stopped your progress toward your financial goal? Or when tens of thousands of Lions throughout the world gather in New Delhi, or even more watch events unfold online, will they see champions of change? Constitutional Area 6 Lions and Leos who retooled, got creative and told a virus it is no match for the mighty lion spirit? I've been a lion for 45 years. I know that spirit. I have seen that spirit drawn upon in the most challenging of times. My fellow lions, the time to draw on that spirit, that creativity, that strength is now, today. If improving the health and well-being of a child or the elderly is important to you, if you care about strengthening your community and giving your neighbors more opportunity to live a productive life, if you feel a moral responsibility to protect people unable to help themselves, then please continue listening to my message. And then, tomorrow, act. Here today and through the other LCIF and Campaign 100 seminars offered during this forum, you have tremendous opportunity to ensure you, your clubs, your district, and multiple districts have done what it takes to shine on that world stage in New Delhi. To prove you made your fundraising goals so that in times of adversity, LCIF can be there with grant funding for your service, so that when you want to magnify the power of your service, take it from good to great, you have grant funding to do so. As some of you know, we recently concluded what we call Worldwide Report Day. Through a series of brief online video meetings with Campaign 100 leaders from around the globe, Dr. Yamada and I gathered important insight into progress being made toward campaign benchmarks and goals. We appreciate the headway you have made thus far. We also see the opportunity and the need. I said we see the need for growth. In terms of club participation rates in Campaign 100, Constitutional Area 6 is at 37.5%. Less than 40% of your clubs and members currently support our campaign. Globally, participation is 61%. Therefore, CA6 is behind by nearly 25%. Remember that world stage in New Delhi 18 months from now? I challenge each and every one of you to use those 18 months to execute your fundraising activities so that when the eyes of the world are on you, you can proudly say, CA6 Lions and clubs pull their weight, met their goal. CA6 had 100% participation in Campaign 100 and show the world that it is a world leader. I have traveled and visited throughout CA6. I have 100% faith that you can and will meet your goals. And I have that faith because I know of all the campaign tools and resources you have access to, so you can meet your goals. But it's up to you to use those resources. Prove to Dr. Yamada and me, and to your local campaign leaders, that you are committed to helping your home club become a model club, a powerful force of fundraising for our campaign and foundation. Prove that if your club is already a model club, you are working to reach higher level model club status. And when you do, know that your club will be recognized multiple times. These leading clubs are recognized upon committing to becoming a model club. Again, upon achieving the stated financial goal. Yet again, upon fulfilling all pledges and financial commitments. The club can request a model club plaque at the conclusion of the campaign. Speaking of the close of the Campaign 100, I want you to know that while Campaign 100 is slated to end mid-2022, model clubs have an additional year through June 2023 to fulfill their financial commitments. Plus, all personal and club donations since July of 2017 count toward model club goals. There are many things to know about model clubs and even more strategies for ensuring your home club reaches model club success. The following video is a terrific resource for you and your clubs. So let's watch.
Campaign 100 model clubs are powerful sources of financial support in our call to serve humanity. Support that results in club recognition and LCIF grants for your important service. And the best part, your club's ability to reach model club status and earn recognition is closer than you think. The first step is calculating your club's financial commitment. The formula is simple: 500 multiplied by the number of club members. For example, if a club has 10 members, the total commitment is $5,000. Or if a club has 25 members, the total commitment is $12,500. Here's where it gets exciting. While the deadline to fulfill the club's commitment is June of 2023, club donations since July 2017 apply towards the goal. That's almost 5 years to reach the model club financial commitment of $12,500 for a 25-member club. So, let's discuss how a club can reach their goal. When the sample club's treasurer begins thinking about various sources of funds, it doesn't take long to find $3,900 in donations since mid-2017. And with validation of this from LCIF Donor Services, the club was excited and quickly began thinking of more ways to add to its total. The club planned to recognize 3 members with Melvin Jones Fellowships by 2023, adding $3,000 more. Donated $2,400 it saved by attending a Lions event online, and even asked its favorite local print shop to donate to the club. With $2,200 remaining, 5 members began giving automatic monthly donations of $10, and 3 others gave one-time gifts of $100. Having just $1,400 left to go, the club kept the momentum going. With $1,000 available for a treasury gift and a quick online fundraiser, the club knew it could surpass its goal. Signing its commitment form, the club earned its first model club recognition, was recognized again after officially donating the funds, which exceeded the club's original goal. And yet again with a 200% model club plaque in mid-2023 upon fulfilling its financial commitment. Becoming a model club is closer than you might think and more rewarding than you'd expect. Visit lionsclubs.org/modelclubs or contact your LCIF coordinator today.
Did you enjoy that video? In 2 minutes, it proved your club can be a model club, a role model for the Lions world. I expect you to now continue down the model club path. Ask your district coordinator to give a model club presentation to your club. As we sit before our screens today, we know technology makes virtual presentations possible. By now, virtual gatherings are our normal, and they are effective. In the next few weeks, Dr. Yamada and I look forward to seeing the report indicating an increase in the number of model clubs in Constitutional Area 6. While model clubs are a solid component of our overall fundraising strategy, they are just that, a single component. As it would be in a business setting, multiple strategies must be used to reach a goal. Today, one of the broadest reaching and most effective methods of spreading awareness of Lions, LCIF, LCIF India, and Campaign 100 is social media. And by spreading awareness, we create engagement. Now, are you leveraging WhatsApp? Are you using the power of this tool and Facebook to tell your social communities, which I trust include both Lions and others, how Lions, with funding from LCIF and LCIF India, are making a difference? Are you telling the story of Lions helping children become healthier? Are you sharing on social media that Lions come together to do things like rebuild community centers washed away by record flooding? Are you proudly sharing with your digital followers that together with our foundation, because of funding from LCIF, we are fighting disease by installing water and sanitation systems where they are needed most? I have a few more questions. Have you created an online Facebook fundraiser yet? If not, what are you waiting for? In 3 easy steps, you can create an online opportunity for every one of your Facebook friends to learn about Lions and support your efforts to serve their communities. Whatever amount you raise through your online fundraiser is important. And collectively, well, just imagine if every Constitutional Area 6 Lion and Leo who has the power to create a Facebook fundraiser did so. That would certainly move the participation rate needle past the current 37.5% mark we talked about earlier. I might also remind you that while social media provides a broad avenue for sharing stories of good made possible by LCIF and Lions, social media also provides a means by which you can learn from each other the strategies and tactics for raising funds for our campaign and foundation. This directly translates to growing funds for our service. Connection is key. In this time of COVID-19, we must use our resources to communicate how and the conversation and knowledge sharing and storytelling about Lions service made possible by LCIF and LCIF India. Before I conclude today, I want to paint a very clear picture of the abundant recognition opportunities available to you and your club for participating in Campaign 100. I actually like to think of it as recognition on top of recognition. Here are some examples and things for you to think about and then, of course, act on. Do you know that limited edition recognition is available when you support Campaign 100? And that clubs are also recognized with special campaign recognition? For those in India, I want to emphasize that the rupees you donate to LCIF India stay in India. Let me repeat that. Clubs in India donating to LCIF India can be confident their rupees are allocated to service projects in India. The same is true for individuals. Your donations stay in your home country and often result in tax benefits. I will also be blunt here. LCIF India needs more funds. Lions of India, I ask you to draw on 2 of your greatest strengths, your sheer numbers and your commitment to your communities, and then give what you can. Okay, back to the notion of recognition on top of recognition. Did you know that personal donations count toward your Melvin Jones Fellow or Progressive Melvin Jones Fellow goals and receive Campaign 100 recognition? Truly remarkable. The same is true of the Lions Share program. You can earn both Lions Share and Campaign 100 recognition. Did you know that all donation from Lions and their clubs since July 2017 also count toward Model Club goals? That means you can steadily progress toward your Melvin Jones Fellow, Progressive Melvin Jones Fellow, or Lions Share achievements, while also earning personal and Model Club Campaign 100 recognition. But wait, there's even more. The opportunity is even greater when you realize all donations to LCIF or LCIF India in a given year could be recognized with the opportunity for your club or district to apply for a District and Club Community Impact Grant, or DCG. Club presidents and treasurers, where does your club stand on donations to LCIF or LCIF India this Lions year? We are midway through our fiscal year. Now is the time for your club to connect with LCIF Donor Services to learn how much your club donations have accumulated and develop a plan for reaching the U.S. $5,000 club or U.S. $10,000 district threshold to qualify for a DCG of as much as 15% of total funds donated. I also urge you to gather your club members for a virtual watch party. LCIF has put together a brief DCG video explaining more about this wonderful grant program and the simple and streamlined application process. Watch and then discuss as a club a plan that will help you qualify for a DGC. I knew I was going to do that sooner or later. And just too many names.
I always want to call it DGE.
Uh-oh, you planted that seed now.
I think you can start right here. LCIF has put together a brief.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay. LCIF has put together a brief. One more time. LCIF has put together a brief DCG video explaining more about this wonderful grant program and the simple and streamlined application process. Watch and then discuss as a club a plan that will help you qualify for a DCG. Thank you, Constitutional Area 6. I appreciate your time today and wish it had been possible to gather in person, but the fact that we came together through the power of technology proves we can continue conducting our important business. It proves we are resourceful, creative, resilient, and that we have no reason, no excuse for putting our critical campaign efforts on hold. Until it is safe for us to be physically present in our communities, I thank you for engaging virtually, encouraging in what realistically speaking is our new normal. Fellow Lions, in a few weeks, we will begin a new calendar year. Please join Campaign Chairperson Dr. Yamada and me in embracing 2021 with optimism as an opportunity to energize your campaign efforts. I promise your enthusiasm will lead you to the success we know you can achieve. And when we gather in person in New Delhi on the biggest Lion stage in the world, it will be my tremendous honor to recognize Constitutional Area 6 for achieving a most remarkable comeback and 100% campaign participation. Thank you again for your time and commitment, and thank you for creating a path to a healthier and brighter future.